It's 11 o'clock on September 11th. That's 11 o'clock Mountain Time. So today is the final day for the Roosters quilt along. And today I want to do just a question and answer. If you have any questions about this process that we've gone through for the last 6 weeks, now is the time to ask. And also, I will be announcing the winners of the giveaway. So just real quick to recap, and I'm also going to put the chat here so that I can double check and see as you hop on. Let's see. Okay, so as you hop on, just say hello so that I can see. Amelia, do you see any comments? Because I'm not seeing. Oh, there we go. Okay. The first comment that I see must be from our international friends. I think Norway and Wales. That's so fun. And Denmark. How fun. Great to have you guys join. I appreciate it. And from Texas, Eagle, Idaho. So hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you have enjoyed this process, this quilt along. It's been really, really fulfilling for me, exciting for me to see all of the beautiful work that people have been creating. So I have encouraged people to tag me on Instagram. We've had lots of people participating on Instagram and of course, a lot of you in the Collage Quilter Academy Facebook group. And that has been really fun. I know that there have been a lot of you who this is the very first time that you've done a collage, and I can't tell you how gratifying it is for me to see success. That is exactly what I want to see. So thank you all for posting and sharing your experience through this quilt along and your questions in the Facebook group and on YouTube and on Instagram. It's been fun. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. So while we're waiting for any questions that come in, I'm going to just remind you of what the winners will receive. So we have, let's walk through this again. Everything has been French inspired. And first of all, we've got our, Amelia, is that backwards? Can you see on the video?
It's delayed for me.
Oh, it's delayed. Okay.
Yeah, it is, but
I can't remember how to, there's some mirroring way that I can do to change it. And I forgot how to do that.
It says France.
Okay. Well, this says France. It's a candle. Okay. So you've got the candle. You've got the Julia Child's cookbook on French cooking, and finishing sea salt from France. You've got a darling mug and lavender lotion, and last but not least, we've got 1 yard each of the grass, the sole, and Lebeau fabric. So we have 2 winners, one coming from Instagram and one coming from the Collage Quilter Academy Facebook group. So let's just take a quick look at questions, and then we will announce the winners. Okay?
I'll read them for you.
Okay, Amelia's going to read the questions. Have at it.
Can you please go over free motion quilting that you recommend?
Free motion quilting. Okay, someone wants to have a little bit more help on free motion quilting. First of all, I'm going to refer to the video where the quilting was talked about. So in week 5, you will find week 5 on YouTube. I talk all about quilting, but really quickly, the way I like to free motion quilt is so you can do, if you have a domestic machine that will do free motion quilting, you can do that there, or you can do it on your long arm machine. And the way I like to do it is I will just put I like to kind of mimic whatever I'm like to pretend I'm drawing. So my quilting looks like feathers here on the bird. And then I emphasized each flower. So this was it was a pretty complicated way to quilt something. So I emphasized each leaf, each flower, just kind of traced around it. And then the background design of each of my blocks is a little bit different. So you can kind of see, this is a good one to show you because I used contrasting thread on this one. Oh, let's see if I can hold this up. This is tricky because it's a rather large quilt. Okay. So you can see the background there. You can kind of get a good taste of the type of quilting that I've done here. Let's see if there's another, if I can show you another one. This one, the quilting looks like that, just straight lines. And you can kind of see, I tend to change the thread color to match the background. So we've got yellow thread and just looks like I follow the feathers on the bird. And then for the flowers, just kind of some rounded stuff going on. I emphasize each leaf. And then each of these areas that created the triangle blocks was a different pattern. I did some ruler work in here. In fact, I taught myself how to use a ruler on this project, which required a little bit of trial and error. I had to unstitch a few things, but I feel like I got the hang of it. And so that's how I did my free motion quilting. So I hope that answers the question. Again, week 5 is where you can see more of the quilting demonstration. Okay, so next question, Amelia.
I had trouble squaring up the individual rooster panels. I know yours are squared up nicely in the video, but are there any tips when the printed fabric isn't quite square?
Okay, great question, Jenny. Yeah, so sometimes fabric will be it will get a little off. So my recommendation is, if your square wasn't absolutely perfectly square, you can make it perfectly square just by trimming it just slightly. So I don't think that it was off ever more than 1/8 of an inch. And I would just say, then just move everything in 1/8 of an inch. And if you do that with one block, you'll want to do that. You'll want to just make sure that you square everything up equally. So if you end up having to trim 1/4 inch, if that's the largest area that you need to trim in, then make sure you do that on all the blocks so that you trim everything up equally, so that you measure everything out and get it square that way. So that's my recommendation. Ideally, of course, these would be perfectly printed square, which is what they're supposed to be. And then I trimmed it to within 1/4 inch of the design, but it's not going to be a problem if you move that in, as long as everything is as long as you're trimming everything an equal amount, it will still all match up. So I hope that helps you. Okay, other questions, Amelia?
Not right now.
Okay, no more questions? Okay, so if you have questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. Oh, I see one. Julie Dunn said, this quilt along has been so much fun. What's next? So I guess it's fair to kind of tell you a little bit about what I've been working on and what my thoughts are. I have been working on a big project. We are going to launch a block of the month next year. Now, I'm aiming for January, but what I'm doing right now is we are designing 12 blocks, but all the coordinating fabric and backgrounds as well. So that's what I'm working on right now, which means I am working on 12 months of content, trying to get that all done by next month so that I can get it printed and receive it by January. It may not be done by January. It might be March, and I'm not going to stress about it because I want to get it right. But I am really, really excited about this. I'm not going to give you any hints about the theme Just know that it's going to be a really nice variety, and it's going to be beautiful. And Amelia and I are designing all of the coordinating fabric to go with it as well. So we're really excited about that. Because I'm putting so much effort into this project, this block of the month project, I'm not focusing on putting out any additional patterns this coming up. I mean, I do have, like, I've got a few things that are done, like the vegetables. Some of you have seen my vegetables, so I'll be putting those out as a pattern in the next week or two. And then, is there anything else that we have coming up? I mean, the cat quilt, we're working on a cat quilt.
Someone's wondering if that would be ready before the holidays.
The cat quilt. It's possible.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Amelia says it's not possible. Well, yeah, we'll see. So the other thing that I'm doing, in addition to this block of the month idea, is this cat quilt. That will be a smaller project. Right now I have that in my head that it will just be a 4-panel quilt. And again, I'm really, really excited about that. I'm thrilled with the way the design is coming along. We will be doing panels for that, as well as coordinating fabric. And so I've made a slight little pivot in the business. So because of that, I'm slowing down on the collage and really emphasizing some gorgeous coordinating fabric. So that is what's coming up. I'll tell you another thing. You've heard me say this all year long. I am working on a book about design and composition. So very, very slowly, I'm chipping away at that. So those are the big 3 projects that I have on my plate right now: the block of the month, a cat quilt, and a book about design and composition. I'm not giving myself deadlines for those, but I'm working really hard on all of that. And if I give myself a deadline, I'll make myself really crazy. And I just don't feel like I need that. Okay. So,
will the block of the month be collage?
Somebody asked, will the block of the month be collage? Yes, there will be a collage element in each of the block of the month projects, but we will also be incorporating some other types of blocks. So hopefully that's kind of the plan. So other questions?
Can you show us your veggies?
The veggies. Do you want to show them the veggies? Sure. Yeah, because this one is done already, I'll be getting this out pretty quick. And I'll let you know. If you're on my email list, you'll know when something is released. And, oh, by the way, we're going to kind of start doing the live videos again. Every Monday, we during this quilt along, we substituted some of the live videos with recorded videos. It was just an easier way to present the material. So we're going to continue doing every Monday live here at 11 o'clock. However, did we decide, Amelia, that we're going to stick mostly with YouTube? Or yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll be streaming only to YouTube from here on out.
Okay.
When we do stream.
Okay. So we are going to be streaming exclusively to YouTube going forward. So starting next week, every Monday live on YouTube. And those of you who are in my Collage Quilter Academy Facebook group, continue to post, and we can post the link on there. But if you want to catch me live and ask questions, you'll have to do it through YouTube. Okay, so here's the first vegetable design, and then we've got this vegetable design. So both of those are done. I am thinking that I will put these on some sort of a cool background, and I was originally thinking I would do placemats or something, but I might just make them so that I can put them on a frame or lay them flat. So I'll actually hang these on the wall, because I think just a pair of these together will be super cute. So that's what I'm working on right now. Okay, any other questions?
Can you show the cat quilt?
Can I show the cat quilt?
A sneak peek.
Do you want to grab one of those cats? So with the cat quilt, yeah, I'll show you a couple of them. I'm doing multiple cats because then I can decide which ones I'm going to include in the pattern or in the project. But I'm really excited about the fabric for this, because the fabric design has little things like mice running around, and tuna cans of tuna, and anyway, it's just been really super fun for me to work on. Okay, so here are a couple of the cats, and so a Siamese cat and this little gray guy cat. So those are a few of the cats, and I'll be doing more. I have done more too, but some of them I'm not doing. Those are the ones I'm going to show you. I do want to. Hey, Harry, get up here. How are you feeling?
A little bit better.
Feeling better? Was that good to sleep in?
Yeah.
Okay, come in and say hello to my audience. This is my handsome boy. You guys never get to see him. He stayed home from school a little bit to rest up. He's a straight A student, so he can do that once in a while, right?
Yeah.
Let me kiss you. I love him. Okay, I love you, bud.
Oh, you too.
Have a great day, okay?
Bye.
See you later.
Okay, so he's a senior in high school. He's so cute, isn't he? I love him. Okay, the other thing that I wanted to tell you is I have hired my other daughter to work with me. So Caroline, her name is Caroline, and you will start seeing a little bit more of her. So now we have Amelia, Caroline, come. She doesn't want. Bend down so everybody can see you.
Bye.
This is Caroline. So Caroline is now working for me too. And she's still a student at school and college. She's studying digital marketing. So there you go. That's another big change that has happened. Let's see here. Amelia, I'm just scrolling down to see.
When is the cat quilt coming out?
When is the cat quilt coming out? Great question. I don't know. I don't have a date quite yet. It will probably be next year, sometime early next year. That's my plan. So we'll just see. Sorry that I don't have dates on those things yet, but those are the things that I'm working on.
Is the fabric designed by you and the cats?
Yes. So the fabric that will go with the cat quilt is going to all be designed by me. Now, but not the collage fabric. So just like the Roosters, we will still continue to carry a wide variety of fabric from all kinds of designers and manufacturers, because I love the good variety that we can get in collage. But the coordinating pieces, anything that will be used as a background or other blocks in the quilt, will be designed by me. So that's something that I'm having a lot of fun doing. Maybe I'll post a few sneak peeks in the Facebook group or on my Instagram. So
How do we get on the email list?
Oh, somebody asked, how do we get on the email list? If you go to collagequilter.com, there's a pop-up that allows you to sign up. There's also, if you scroll down to the bottom, you can sign up for the email list. We send out an email every Friday, and that kind of is a recap and lets you know what's back in stock or what's new in stock and what you can expect on the video schedule, and anything else that we have comes in that Friday recap email. I try really hard not to over spam, so it's just information about what's going on in the studio. Okay.
Are you saying that you're getting away from making collage patterns and more towards designing fabric?
So somebody said, are you getting away from making collage patterns and more designing fabric? No, absolutely not. I absolutely love collage, but my new emphasis is to really have both coordinate better. I have felt strongly for the last little while that I want to be able to do some things with the fabric and with collage that I haven't seen out there. And I have to be able to design my own. So I'm not moving away from collage at all. I'm enhancing the collage patterns by offering coordinating fabric. So that's my plan. Amelia, do you see other questions?
When will the veggies be ready?
When will the veggies be ready? I'm going to work on those this week. As I've said, the collage part is all done. I just need to write up the pattern. So I'm hoping maybe by next week, those veggie patterns will be ready to purchase.
What is the difference between applique and collage?
Great question. Somebody asked, what's the difference between applique and collage? So I have never done traditional applique, but my understanding is that you will cut out a piece and turn the edges under and stitch that or apply that to your fabric. With collage, the pieces all are raw edge and they overlap. So you use overlapping pieces of fabric to create the image, the overall image. So each rooster, for instance, is a variety of fabrics to create the design. With applique, you're selecting one piece of fabric, tucking under the edges and stitching around it to create your flower or whatever it is you're going to create. So collage is quite different from applique in that way. Okay, other questions?
No. Let's
Okay.
shift back to quilt along.
All right, let's shift back to the quilt along. I do see one question. Do you have any books right now? Yes, we just got another shipment of our books in stock, so we are well stocked with the Collage Quilter Essentials book. Amelia or Caroline, will one of you grab that book? I highly recommend this book because it walks through my thoughts about color theory and how I apply color theory to fabric selection. And then it also discusses the products that I use and the two methods of my patterns. So the parchment pressing, which is what you've seen with the cats, and also the foundation panels. It also gives you 4 projects to work on. So this is the book. I know this is backwards, guys. I'm sorry. We'll fix that. But this is the book. It is back in stock. And the Take Flight book is also available. And I'm working on my 3rd book about design and composition. Okay. Oh, Karen saw you, Amelia. Karen Garrett. Come here. Amelia did cut her hair. Come. Amelia had gorgeous, long, beautiful hair.
Yeah,
and
now I'm just ugly.
Now she has darling, sassy hair. Look how cute she looks. I love it. Oh, that's my little ladybug. Okay. Yeah, a couple people are commenting on your hair, Amelia. That's nice. Okay, so that's that. One more question I see. Peggy said, will the block of the month be collage? Yes, there will be collage. Okay.
There's
Let's.
one more question.
Oh, one more question. What's
Oh,
the next?
couple.
Okay,
Is
more
heat and bond the
questions.
same type of fusible product?
Good question. Somebody asked, is heat and bond the same type of product as what I use, Light Steamacine 2? I believe it is, but I don't use it, so I'm not as familiar with heat and bond. There is a YouTube video that I did couple months ago about comparing different fusibles. So if you go to my YouTube channel, the Collage Quilter YouTube channel, you can see that episode where I look at different types of fusibles, and I believe Heat and Bond is in there. So my recommendation always is to just test it. So what you need is just put that Heat and Bond or whatever type of fusible you're using, put it on your fabric, do a small little test with the collage on parchment paper, and see if it has the same qualities. So what we're looking for is something that all the pieces will stick together. It will also stick to the parchment paper until I peel it away. And then when I peel it away, all those pieces should stick together like a sticker. And then I can apply it to my background fabric. So just try it out. I recommend the light steam too, because that's what I use. It's what I'm familiar with. If I find something that I like better, I will let you know. But for now, that's the product that I recommend. Okay, other questions, Amelia?
When will the border fabric for the Roosters be back in stock?
Oh, great. A question about the border fabric, because we did run out. I just sent an email to my company that it just arrived in port in Long Beach. Let me tell you what she said. I'm looking at the email right now. She said, "Good morning, Emily. The vessel is scheduled to arrive in port today. She would expect it to be in Salt Lake the week of September 25th. So September 25th, hopefully we will have the shipment here at the studio so we can get orders out. And you can purchase more fabric. We do still have a little bit of the Lebeau and Sol. So we've still got these fabrics in stock just a little bit, and we're sold out of the border fabric, but this is what we will have. We'll have more of everything, it looks like, by the end of the month. So there we go. Any other questions? Ladybug, any other questions that you can see?
No.
Okay. All right, let's do the giveaway. Okay, guys, here we go. In the Facebook group, the Collage Quilter Academy Facebook group, our winner is, now I apologize if I don't pronounce your name right. I'm so sorry. Aleta or Alita Baltes. It is ALLETA BALTES. She is the winner from the Collage Quilter Academy Facebook group. Again, she wins all those wonderful goodies, and we will contact her and get her information. I will also post this in the Facebook group to announce that she's the winner, and we will get these things up to her. And then on Instagram, Jenny Satterthwaite. So I think, Jenny, you're on here live right now. I think you're the one that asked me that question. So, and I believe Jenny is also coming to my retreat. Is that right, Amelia? Fantastic. So Jenny, you are the winner for our Instagram giveaway. So again, thank you everybody for participating in this quilt along. I hope that you enjoyed it so much. And for those of you who did not win, don't worry, we have other fun stuff planned through the end of the year where you can win fun things. And is there anything else that we need to talk about? I don't think so. If there's anything that I've forgotten, if you have any other questions, you know where to find me, collagequilter.com. You can shoot me an email anytime. You can also find me and communicate with me really easily in the Collage Quilter Academy Facebook group. And otherwise, I will be here again next Monday, 11 o'clock live in my studio, and I'll show you what I'm working on. Okay, so everybody have a wonderful day, and we will